Good evening, Happy New Year to you, welcome to 1998, and here at ITV our football coverage is only going to ramp up. We've got Coca-Cola Cup semi-final action to bring you. This weekend you can join us for live and exclusive FA Cup action, plus we've got the Champions League to return in a few weeks' time. It really is everything your heart desires. Joining me tonight is Trevor Venables, and he will be eagerly awaiting this big London derby. Of course, Arsenal and Chelsea both going really well at the moment in the league. It means that this game is of significance to show the form of either side. Arsenal haven't had a December they particularly want to remember again, and Chelsea are showing the pressure at the top. Both have yielded top to Manchester United. The big match is live this evening, Arsenal versus Chelsea. It's two legs of the Coca-Cola Cup semi-final. The first leg you can watch live and exclusive with us, but first let's join your match commentator for this one. It's Trevor Moore.
Thanks a lot, Trevor. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Highbury for this Coca-Cola semi-final first leg. A real London affair between two really cosmopolitan London sides with cosmopolitan looks about them. On one hand, you've got the French connection at Arsenal with Arsene Wenger and the likes of Petit and Vieira in the midfield. And on the other side, you've got the Italian invasion of Chelsea. Well, let's take a check on the two teams. That's our first job tonight. And as we wish you all a Happy New Year from everyone on ITV Sport, Arsenal is the team that was broadcast. The only make significant changes. Boldest preferred to Keown in the back four and Wright to Anelka up front. As for Chelsea, who've got a real Italian cosmopolitan to them, it's the Christmas tree formation with a back five. But it's Di Matteo leading the line in midfield alongside Eddie Newton and Dennis Wise, two English players, and Gianluca Vialli and Gianfranco Zola, two Italians up front. Our referee tonight for this first leg of this Coca-Cola semi-final is from Sheffield, that's Soraya Rennie, and we're all set to go. Arsenal to get us underway then in this 1998 Coca-Cola Cup semi-final, and it's they in all red and white. Get us away, attacking the goal to my right, the clock end. Chelsea in the yellow and blue. Change strip. Going towards the North Bank stand here at Highbury. Early touch here for Eddie Newton. Gets it forward towards Luca Vialli. Ball with a header there. And that will drift out of play. And Babiaro just lets it go and says that's mine. That'll be a throw in. So a throw for Chelsea. Taken to Eddie Newton. We've got the second goal at Wembley last year, which clinched Chelsea their first trophy in 26 years, winning the FA Cup. Obviously, they've got that to come against Manchester United on Sunday. And of course, Arsenal have got Port Vale at Highbury on Saturday in that particular competition. We'll tell you more about our coverage as well a little later on in the programme. Nigel Winterburn, Emmanuel Petit. Now Tony Adams, on ball forward, looking towards Bergkamp, but Sinclair read it well. And nearly touched there for Ligay Dahoy, the 6 foot 4 inch Dutch goalkeeper, who's got competition now from Ajax's Edwin van der Sar now to be the Dutch goalkeeper for the World Cup coming up. Here's Ray Parlour with a shot. An easy one there for Dahoy. Ray Parlour, who hails from not too far away in Romford in Essex. In fact, a lot of Arsenal fans tell me he's the Romford Pele. I'm not sure what that's all about, but they call him a Romford Pele. He is a hard worker, is Ray Parlour. And I remember I actually was on the commentary against it at Anfield back in 1992 as the ball comes in and it's headed behind by Dixon for a corner for Chelsea. I'll get back to Ray Parlour in just a second. That's a nice little story from my personal days. Anyway, here's the corner then. Zola with it. In it goes. Headed away by the leggy Vieira. Now Bergkamp. On to Wright. Furthest man forward here for Arsenal in Wright. Just broken Cliff Bastin's goal scoring record. Both sides, in fact, having contrasting Decembers. Chelsea having a really good December. Good wins that have took them towards the top of the Premiership and challenging Manchester United hard. And then you've got Arsenal who've had a bit of a wobble. They had a 2-2 draw. They had a draw against Blackburn, which they laboured to, and then they've had defeats up at Newcastle, and they've struggled against the likes of Manchester United and Liverpool in the past month. But just a word or two about Ray Parlour. They're calling the run for Pele, but I remember him making his debut for Arsenal as an 18-year-old at Anfield in January 1992. Myself and Trevor Keegan were on the commentary that night. Arsenal, in fact, were beaten 2-0. Arsenal were champions of the land then. They are looking to win the title for the first time since 91. But at the moment, well, that looked a tough decision against Steve Bold, I have to say, on the foul there of Gianluca Vialli. Referee Rennie getting that one slightly wrong. I thought Bold had cleanly got the ball, but well, it's Zola, it's 30 yards out. He's not afraid to have a pop, but he's gone short this time. And here's a chance for Vialli. Good save by Seaman. And almost within the first 12 minutes, Ruud Hullit's side almost had an away goal. Well, it would have been a super start for Ruud Hullit. It would have been a disastrous one for Arsene Wenger. And it's Chelsea on top at the moment. Here's Vialli. 12 minutes gone here on ITV. First leg of the semi-finals of the Coca-Cola. And it's Babayaro now playing it to Eddie Newton. Wise is close at hand in the central midfield area. Petrescu's coming over on the far side. Now Di Matteo. Di Matteo! Good save by David Seaman. Caught it well at the second attempt and having to pat the first one down. Good piece of goalkeeping by him. But a terrific London derby building into a real crescendo here tonight. But here's Zola now. He's absolutely pinched the ball here. Arsenal all over the place and Vialli's in there. And Dixon can get it away. But Chelsea got in a good 5 minutes or so there. That'll encourage their manager Ruud Hullit. And his assistant Graham Ricks as well, formerly of Arsenal. Dixon getting it away. Now Vieira. Now Petit. Parlour down the right hand side. Back in field to Petit again. And now Wise for Chelsea. Good battling London derby, as we've all thought it might be in this first 20 minutes or so. We're coming up towards the 18th minute. And I'll tell you what, it's been a super 20 minutes here at Highbury tonight. And I wouldn't be too surprised in the least if there was going to be goals in this game. Vieira now. Good play. Now right. He's got Bergkamp in the middle. City corner. Bergkamp off the line. After Bergkamp's initial header had been half saved by De Gea. Now Overmars. The Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman, of course. They talk about a French Revolution. There's two brilliant Dutch wizards in the Arsenal side, of course. Overmars on the left-hand side and Bergkamp up front, of course. And now Vialli, formerly of Juventus and Sampdoria, of course. Now Dixon. Now Steve Bold. In preferred to Martin Keown tonight in that Arsenal defence. Dixon. Petit. From Parlour. Petit. Or Parlour rather gets a second opportunity. Good ball to Bergkamp. Bergkamp looking for options in the penalty area. He's a little bit isolated with that 5-man defence. The ball played in and knocked away. I'll tell you what, this is a super little London derby. This one, the second leg incidentally to come in a fortnight against at Stamford Bridge. The other two semi-finalists, Liverpool and Middlesbrough. Here's Newton. Now Wise. Frank Leboeuf. Now Steve Clarke, Scottish international. Could well be in a shoe-in for Craig Brown's side for the World Cup. And that's a tournament, of course, you can see with us only here on ITV. The only football this week on this channel, of course. We've got Everton against Newcastle. Our coverage after 10 years away of the FA Cup begins on Sunday afternoon. I'll just tell you more about that in a second. It's Bergkamp to Talina and right almost on the end of it. And away by Eddie Newton. But Arsenal now have had a little bit of Chelsea pressure. Starting to get on top. Now Parlour. Now Vieira coming up towards 27 gone. And it's Patrick Vieira trying to shake off opponents. He doesn't look the most muscular man, but he's very leggy and it makes him a bit more of a slippery character. Here's Vialli to Zola. Tell you what, this is good for the Football League, having two magnificent cosmopolitan teams. Good effort for their competition, that's for sure. Here's Bergkamp to Ian Wright. And now Parlour forward. Having to check back though. Bergkamp. Petit. Vieira in space. Vieira just stopped in his tracks there. Wales says Mr. Rennie, the referee. Apart from that one dubious decision against Steve Bold, he's been pretty decent. There's the cross coming in, and an easy one there for head to high. So our FA Cup coverage after 10 years away begins on Sunday afternoon at 1:30. I'll be at Goodison Park for the return of Kenny Dalglish's Newcastle. Newcastle United, the visitors, a repeat of the quarter-final of 1995, which Everton won by a goal to nil. Everton having such a tough time in the league at the moment, in the bottom three, in fact rock bottom of the table. Christmas under Howard Kendall. Will they try and get a victory over Newcastle, or will Newcastle avenge 95 and make Everton's season an even more of a misery? You'll find out on Sunday afternoon. Here's Beckham tonight. Oh, brilliant save by De Gea. And still no way through the two goalkeepers. Here's Winterburn. Arsenal now starting to ask all the questions. And Beckham again! A terrific goal! Arsenal in the lead. It's Dennis Bergkamp. 34 minutes almost gone. And Dennis Bergkamp with a sensational goal from outside the penalty area. Here it is again. Winterburn winning it. It was a terrific save earlier on by Ed De Gea, right laid it in, and what about that? Dutchman beating Dutchman. Dennis Bergkamp, what a good finish, and Ed De Gea knows all about him from his days with Holland. Well, he didn't have any chance with that one. Arsenal have taken over after a good 15 minutes from Chelsea and have got the breakthrough. 1-0 they lead in this first leg of the Coca-Cola semi-final. And Highbury's buzzing now. Here's LeBeuf. Here's Clark. Dan Petrescu. Well, what we saw from Chelsea at Wembley at the start of the season when they won the Charity Shield, incidentally, Di Matteo looked very, very good, and they've been in good form for most of the season. As I said, right in the top two. Battling at the top of the league with Manchester United, but also aren't out of the title race yet. They've got Port Vale in the FA Cup on Saturday. Chelsea at home to Manchester United on the Sunday in that same competition. I'll tell you what, these two sides are having a real battle this afternoon, or this evening rather. Ball play forward, and that's going to be LeBeuf to get it away. So Petrescu now for Chelsea. 1-0 in this Coca-Cola semi-final. FA Cup, Everton Newcastle to come on Sunday afternoon here on ITV. As we kick off 98 on ITV Sport in terrific style. Remember, we've got the FA Cup final coming up in May. We've got the European Cup final coming up in May. Of course, in March we've got the Coca-Cola final. And then, of course, the Pièce de Résistance, the World Cup in France, where England and Scotland will be involved. You'll be able to see certain games on ITV as well over the course of the summer as well. And not forgetting England in the build-up to the competition. We'll have all their build-up games for you on this station. So don't forget to keep it at ITV Football for the next 6 to 8 months, as this season, the second half of this terrific season, melds into a terrific crescendo. A free kick now to Arsenal. And it's going to be a yellow card, I fancy. Is it? No, you're very ready, just keeping his cards in his pocket, but he's having a word with Celestine Babayara, the defender. There's a foul here on the Romford Pele. I have to say, I think Babayara's a touch unlucky. But it's Bergkamp with a free kick. The man who scored the only goal of the game. Can he maybe provide one? He nearly did there! Off the line, I think. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Petit it was in there. It might have been Parr, actually. Here's Overmars. Can the former blind Dutchman find another one? Vieira almost did. A little bit of French wizardry there, but it's a good save at the near by Ed De Gea, at the near post by Ed De Gea. A good long bomb down the field. Bold underneath that one. Good little flick there by Stevie Bold. And that was a big long bomb kick there by Ed De Gea. And now he's got Vieira on his way. Last minute of the first half. 1-0 Arsenal. If you've just joined us, Dennis Bergkamp. A terrific goal midway in the first half. And there goes the half-time whistle. And a standing ovation from the Arsenal fans to their side. An extra missile from Dennis Bergkamp is the difference between the sides. Chelsea have had their moments too. But at half-time here in this first leg of the Coca-Cola semi-final, Arsenal lead Chelsea by 1-0, and we'll be back after the break with the second half.
Welcome back here to the big match live. It's Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0, the halfway mark. If you've missed it, what on earth have you been doing? It's a really interesting game, this. Trevor, we've got to get your views on the game at the moment. How do you see it at the moment? Do you think Arsenal are good value for their lead at the moment, or do you think perhaps that Chelsea have been mildly unfortunate? I thought Chelsea started pretty well in the game, to be fair. I thought they had a good start, but I did notice that pace they had faltered, and I've noticed this a few games from them at the moment. They just seem to sort of lose themselves as the game goes on. I think Arsenal have been definitely the best I've seen them play for a while. The way they've dominated the game, they're good for 1-0. I think they should probably be ahead. I think if Arsenal can continue this, the second half will be theirs pretty much. Let's have a look at some of the action in the first half, and there was this opening chance that arrived, wasn't there? Yeah, I think Vialli, he's really hit this, and I think Dave Seaman, we've got to give him a lot of credit there. That's a really strong right hand to parry that away. And then what about this effort that comes here? As you said, Chelsea's early onslaught, wasn't it? Yeah, I think with that one, it's quite comfortable. I think Dave Seaman sees it all the way. He's a top-class goalkeeper, he is, and yeah, he's not going to get done from there. Well, unless it's a Cup Winners' Cup final. Yeah, maybe less said about it, the better. Then Arsenal created the chances, and Wright was finding a bit of room in this cross, and you thought that was an excellent save by Tahoe. Yeah, Bergkamp here, he's done what he can do, which is get it across goal. I think Tahoe's done brilliantly to parry it away. And then Arsenal continued to make the chances, and just couldn't take them. Wow, it was one Dutchman, another won it as well. Bergkamp's it, another great save by Tahoe. Really, really good stuff. And the goal, Trevor, let's talk us through this. Well, I think here, it has been said before by on commentary, or potentially before, it's pure genius, isn't it? I think the way Bergkamp here, he doesn't hesitate with this. He just lines it up and cracks it first time. It's a good play by Wright, and he draws the defenders in, and he's just hit it first time, and it is flown in. It's a brilliant strike, that. And what about this free kick? It's a good free kick in, I think. Yeah, it's a good header from Parler, but yeah, Parler gets it anywhere but at Tahoe. I think it's a goal pretty much. Well, what are your predictions for the second half, Trevor, based on what we've seen? I think Chelsea have got to be able to take a step up and push further forward. I think if they can do that, they might have a chance here. But they've got to be careful about making any mistakes. Arsenal, if they keep doing what they're doing, I can see them getting 2, 3 or 4 today. I think they look that good. Well, will they do so? Will Chelsea get back in? The answers of all those questions are coming up right after the break.
Welcome back to the big match and to this semi-final between Arsenal and a change there, as you can see, Celestine Babayaro off. And the Uruguayan Gustavo Poyet on now for Chelsea. As Ruud Gullit aims to try a little bit more attacking attempt maybe to the Chelsea midfield and sacrifice. I think he's going to sacrifice the back 5 to a back 4, maybe try and match Arsenal in the midfield areas potentially. Maybe Zola could drop into like a sort of a number 10 role in behind maybe the main striker Vialli. That's what I'm hearing from Trevor Newbon down on the touchline with the two benches. That's what I'm hearing, why that change was made. I think it's more tactical than anything else. Vialli have not been booked. Arsenal attacking the back end of the second half, incidentally. Well, let's see. Now Dennis Bergkamp now for Arsenal. His goal separates the teams in towards right with the ball played in there, but knocked away now. And Chelsea will be a little knocked off that they've conceded a goal, but they deserve it. Oh, it is right, breaking through with the height out straight away like a flash of lightning. And calms the situation down for Chelsea. Like a Ruud Gullit now at this stage. I'd probably be thinking that may need a goal here. An away goal would absolutely give them a shot in the arm here. And that's a long ball up towards Bialy, flicked on. And Tony Adams, the Arsenal captain. Remember, Arsenal have won this competition twice. Both teams, in fact, have won the competition twice. 1987 and 1993 Arsenal. Chelsea 65. I think, in fact, they've won this whole competition only once. 1965, the last time they won it. Senzola with a terrific effort. And David Seaman having to get down to his left-hand side to make the save. That was a really good bit of goalkeeping. Yes, Chelsea have only won it once, I'm told. Arsenal have won it twice. So only 3 League Cup wins between them, but 2 real cosmopolitan London sides, really good opposition with each other here on a cold Wednesday night here in early January. And a good ball played in there, but knocked away. Zola with a shot, and another good save by David Seaman. Well, a good start from Chelsea, a good positive start to the second half for them with 10 minutes of it gone. And I'll tell you what, not been a bad start, has it? Dennis Bergkamp. Trying to play it in there towards right, and the header goes just wide. A corner given it back. So Uriah Rennie ran on the spot, Johnny on the spot. Here's the corner from Bergkamp, looking towards Overmars. Headed away now, the break will be on here for Zola. Zola's just drifted out to the right hand side, as you can see. And Zola's making a terrific burst down that right hand channel here. But Overmars tracked him every step of the way, and Winterman can, hopefully for Arsenal point of view, ease the situation. But unfortunately, all he could be able to do is hack it out for a throw. And Chelsea have still got an opportunity. With Petrescu, who will be facing England, of course. They've drawn the Romanians. They play second, of course, alongside Tunisia. Good challenge there by Petit. Now Arsenal could be on their way with Ian Wright. Now Overmars. Now then, the break is on for Arsenal, but Chelsea have got 4-5 back in defence. Overmars' cross, a good one. Headed away by Newton. Now Poyet to bring it away for the Chelsea now. Real chance to see what the Algerian can do. Or the Uruguayan rather can do. That's Steve Clark, the Scottish international. Up towards the Italian Vidali. And what a good challenge that was by Steve Bold. Won it against Viali. Did really well. Good challenge there. We've had an hour now. Still 1-0 Arsenal. Real tense Coca-Cola semi-final here. The second leg to come in the fortnight's time at Stamford Bridge. And if it ends 1-0, I don't think Chelsea will be too disappointed with the result. I think Arsenal might need that insurance policy of a second one to take back to Stamford Bridge. Or to take to Stamford Bridge. They will be away in the second leg. Liverpool and Middlesbrough, the other semi-finalists. Here's Steve Bold. Tony Adams. The next goal, if there is to be one, is going to be also crucial. Here's Wright, looking to get Parra on his way. But Poyet read the situation well. And sensibly gets it away to Ed de Hoy. The T wins it on halfway. Dixon. And again, must be a ball. It's a nice one from Dixon to Overmars. Lovely one-touch football this from Arsenal. Real good entertainment from them. And look at Overmars now. He's got Jan Petrescu to beat here. If he could get past him now. That's a decent little cross coming in there. Vieira was running in like a lightning quick there to try and get on the end of that. But he just didn't succeed. Now Chelsea have it down the other end with Dennis Wise. 67 minutes gone here in this first leg of the Coca-Cola. The semi-finals played over 2 legs. Arsenal leading by a Dennis Bergkamp goal to 0. Here's Overmars, just overcooked it a little bit. And away it comes again. Don't remind. Just a quick reminder, if you didn't hear it earlier on in the programme, then on Sunday we'll be live from Goodison Park for the FA Cup third round between Everton and Newcastle. A repeat of the 95 quarter-final, which Everton won, but Mason Woman is right against the post. Oh my goodness me. And Arsenal so close to a second one then. And that might have really put Chelsea's noses up the wrong way there. The ball played in there. Curryman needs to keep up with the weight because it's so fast and furious. And Chelsea now can get it away. Here's Zola. And suddenly now it's Chelsea breaking with Dan Petrescu. Good chance by Overmars. Yes, Everton against Newcastle. Kenny Dalglish coming back to Merseyside against the beleaguered Everton, who spent bottom at Christmas in the Premiership. You'll be able to see that with us on ITV at 1:30, the FA Cup third round. Everton and Newcastle. 10 years we've been away from covering the greatest cup competition in the world, but we're back with a bang on Sunday afternoon. Join Trevor Wilson and myself at Goodison Park for that one, if you can. Here in the Coca-Cola, it's Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. But it's a compelling semi-final, and it could see so either way or the other. Chelsea on a terrific run. They certainly had a terrific last month or so. Arsenal have had a wobbly sort of month. Draws when they should have really had victories. Real token at Newcastle as well. It's really put their backs up against the wall a little bit. But a win here would really breathe new life into their season at the start of a new year, and maybe fresh optimism for Arsene Wenger's side. But remember, the job isn't going to be done over one match, it's going to be done over 2 games. So Mr. Wenger will be hoping that his side can get that second goal. Mr. Hullin, on the other hand, will be hoping that Chelsea will keep no further goals out and hoping to equalise themselves. There's the cross coming in, and it was Parlour with a devastating cross and a penalty! Penalty to Arsenal, I think, yes! Says Ryan Rennie, the referee. Newton and Di Matteo protest, but it looked a clean foul to me. Went right through the back of him. It was Newton. Yes, right through him. That's a penalty. And Dennis Bergkamp will take their responsibility with 13 minutes to go and make it 2-0. Arsenal have cleared in right now in this London semi-final, and if they can keep it at 2-0 going into the second leg in a fortnight, well, what a fillip for them. Bergkamp, who won the penalty, it was a clean-cut penalty, no doubt about it. There was no arguments, despite a couple of Chelsea protestations. It was a penalty, and how well did Bergkamp dispatch that? My goodness, the Flying Dutchman is so delighted. This is the incident again. That's a penalty. He goes right through him before getting the ball. And no doubt at all either about the penalty. Round the middle, De Hoy going the wrong way. Call as you like from the cool Flying Dutchman. 2-0 to Arsenal. 78 minutes gone, 12 to play, and now all Wenger's team have to do now is keep Hollis' team out for the duration, and a clean sheet to take to Stamford Bridge, as well as 2 goals in the bank in a fortnight's time would be absolutely brilliant. It will be a different game in this. There will be a different game in the second half, because in the second leg, I should say, because Chelsea will know they've got to attack, and Arsenal may well try and pick them up in the counter. That's how I think the second leg may pan out in a fortnight's time. But Chelsea now have got to dust themselves down and get ready for a big game at Stamford Bridge on Sunday against Manchester United. That's a foul by Dennis Wise, I think, on Ian Wright. Although Dennis did get the ball, I have to say, the Chelsea captain can feel a little hard done by there. But it is a free kick now. David Platt on for Ray Parlour, who's had a super match tonight. And here's the free kick from Petit. All the way through, and in the end, I think it's a goal kick. But there we go. And we're going to see Dan Petrescu off and Graham Lasso now on. As both teams now trying to freshen things up with 10 minutes or so remaining. Here's Lasso now. We're looking to get into Glenn Hoddle's England plans for the summer. Don't forget, a big year of football, 1998 here on ITV. FA Cup starts on Sunday, of course, in that Everton-Newcastle game. And we'll also be showing replays as well from all the way through to the final. And we'll show matches live across every round until the final, and replays too. Coca-Cola as well. The final with that. Then the European Champions League begins in March again. Manchester United very much in that. They go to Monaco. You'll be able to see that one with us on ITV. The final we saw, of course, as well in Amsterdam, and that new wonderful stadium there, and then the big one, the World Cup in June and July, and you'll be able to see that as well with us on ITV. So plenty of good football, and not only that, the England build-up, of course, to the tournament, warm-up friendlies that Glenn Hoddle has presided on. You'll be able to see that with us. Petit goes in there looking for a fair one, which, well, that would have put Chelsea in all sorts of trouble then. But in the end, Chelsea keeping it 2-0, and they'll be grateful to De Gea. It could have been even more. It could have been a cricket score for Arsenal tonight. But the first 15 minutes of the semi-final, Chelsea were in command. They had two or three good opportunities. And Arsenal now are very much on top. That's a foul by Di Matteo on Vieira. That's a yellow card. And it's taken Uriah Rennie 87 minutes tonight to actually brandish a yellow card there. That's the first one. And I have to say that's a clear-cut yellow card. I must admit, as Grimaldi comes on for Mark Overmars right at the end, and Jody Morris, the young kid, comes on for Di Matteo, and that's a good, sensible substitution by Ruud Gullit. I have to say also, we go fighting for the 2-0 victory here tonight. If it is to a 2-0, of course, they might go and get a third here with Petit. Grimaldi, another Frenchman, of course, into this side. Winterburn. Of course, they have another Frenchman as well in reserve in Nicolas Anelka. Another 19-year-old. A minute to go then of this first leg. Plus any additional injury or stoppage time. Oh my goodness, Eddie Newton, that was a really bad challenge there. And the referee might do well to keep his cards in his pocket at this stage. He should have been booked for the penalty incident, I have to say. And Newton being told to go over to the far side there. That was a really bad challenge on David Platt. And I'm surprised Uriah Rennie, the referee, hasn't booked him for that. Really surprised indeed. And he could have easily had 2 yellows and gone off as well. That's brainless from Eddie Newton. Free kick didn't come to much. We're now playing stoppage time at the end of the game. And Chelsea now have just got to keep it at 2-0. Maybe if they can get an away goal, that would be great for them. And they have to do something. Playing well stopped by Lee Dixon, although he's been penalised, I think. And the referee going straight over to him. I think Mr. Rennie, the referee, is very reluctant to keep his cards in his pocket here at this stage. He's only booked one player. Oh my goodness me. I thought Dixon had got the ball at first. And having looked at the replay, I think I've been proved right. Mr. Rennie's got that one wrong. Nevertheless, it's a free kick to Chelsea. We've played nearly a minute at the stoppage time. And this will be the last throw if they can get an away goal. Good header away by Nigel Winterburn. Kenny back there. And he had to stretch his small frame of body to get that one away. Here he is again. Not the tallest of men, Nigel, but he did really well there. And there goes the whistle. Arsenal have won the first leg. And have won it really well. Dennis Bergkamp with both goals either side of half time. A terrific 20-yard spun the ball to London scoring. And then in the second half, a penalty that was given for a silly challenge on it by Eddie Newton on Dennis Bergkamp. And Bergkamp made sure of the victory with a superb penalty. So, all to play for in the second leg at Stamford Bridge in the fortnight. It's Arsenal going there with a 2-goal buffer. The full-time score tonight here at Highbury in this first round of the Coca-Cola semi-final. Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0.
Welcome back to the Big Match Live. If you've missed it, Arsenal have beaten Chelsea 2-0, so they've got a huge lead to take to Stamford Bridge. Dennis Bergkamp's penalty at the end of the day, sealing things up, and Trevor Moore called it a crystal clear penalty. Trevor, you have to agree, don't you? I do. I think it's as Stonewall I think you can get in football, no questions asked. And yeah, it's daylight, isn't it? It's a dangerous score in aggregate 2-0. It really is. But there we go. Well, let's have a look at some of the best bits from that second half, shall we? And let's have a look at this. And what did you make of this effort here from Zola? Problem I've got, it's from distance, and I think Dave seemingly sees that all the way. And this was a lovely sweeping move. Yeah, I think this is Arsenal at their best, personally. I think he's played through by Bergkamp. He hits it first time. Oh, it's just such a great hit. It's very unlucky. And no doubts with the penalty, was there? No, he's great, Bergkamp. He just gives De Hoy the eyes. He says to him, I'm going to stick this to your right. And at last second, he changes his mind and he just rolls it down the middle. It's a proper quality penalty, that. And Chelsea then were at 6s and 7s, weren't they? They had their chances. De Hoy, again, he's been their standout player today, making another great save. Probably why they're still in the game. And yellow card really in this one? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's from behind. It's definitely what FIFA are outlawing at the moment, so you have to give it, really. Well, that wasn't the only Coca-Cola Cup semi-final that took place yesterday. Middlesbrough travelled to Anfield to play Liverpool. Here are the best bits.
Steve McManaman over the early corner for Liverpool. It's an outswinger. Paul Ince's header is off target. Got there ahead of the Middlesbrough defence and probably should have done better. And the skipper knows it. This is Robbie Mustoe. Gascoigne into Townsend. Andy Townsend. Carried away by David James. Good effort from the Republic of Ireland international. Good save by James. Gascoigne up against McAteer. Mikel Beck. Another good save by James. Comes back to Beck. And Liverpool clear the danger. Good ball in by Gascoigne. Beck's header is on target. Good save, James. Redknapp's ball in. Punched away by Schwarzer. Comes out to McAteer. Now McManaman. An orthodox save, but they all count. Schwarzer keeping the ball out with his legs. Riedler. Now Paul Ince. McManaman. Ince has continued his run. And the ball falls to Fowler. Oh, what a save by Mark Schwarzer. That is wonderful goalkeeping by the Australian, who got down low and denied Fowler. Ince. McManaman. Another good save by Schwarzer. Middlesbrough continue to frustrate Liverpool. Quarter of an hour remaining and it remains goalless at Anfield. McManaman the latest to be denied. Fowler. Øyvind Leonardsen now. Berger. Leonardsen! Oh, what a goal by Øyvind Leonardsen! It was going to take something special to beat Schwarzer. And that really was special. A first-time strike arrowing into the top corner. And Liverpool finally take the lead. What a gorgeous hit by the Norwegian. Liverpool 1-0 up.
It lines up here that both sides at the moment are in with a shot of getting through to Wembley, and you can join us next when we will have the second half of Middlesbrough versus Liverpool. That game from the Riverside. Join us, the entire match exclusively live, and if it does go to distance, extra time and penalties, you'll see that here on ITV. But the good football keeps on coming. The FA Cup kicks off. It's live this weekend. We're heading to Goodison Park. Everton taking on Newcastle United. Thrilling match that. Join us here as the FA Cup keeps going. Your new home for it, exclusively live here on ITV. So it's the Gunners' night in the end. They've beaten their London rivals. The big match has seen some big moments from Dennis Bergkamp. The Gunners feel they might have one foot in the door at Wembley. Will Chelsea stop them? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. From all of us, Trevor, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching here this match on Trevor Sports. If you've liked it, please don't be afraid to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And if you do fancy it, head on over to Ko-fi. The link is in the description. Buy me a coffee for all the hard work. Further than that, make sure you enjoy more games coming up.